What's going on?
Are you live?
Now I am.
God damn, Teddy.
that's his. That's his new vertical live. What's
That's
up?
funny.
That is
That's
great.
funny.
That is awesome. Well, you got a
Yeah.
retro. You got a retro Bassin shirt. Don't have it off the hook shirt with that. I don't have one of them.
Yep. You ever taken retro bass and fishing?
Nope.
Okay, well there you go.
Is it? You can hear me okay?
Yes. You're a little
All right.
muffled, but
Cool.
I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I'm on the microphone on on my truck because I'm running the truck with the air on because it's 94 degrees here.
Wah.
Yeah.
What's
So
up, Buckley?
my son is in the I like this setup. I've seen other setups where like you would be at the bottom and
Right.
all this chat would be in your face and we wouldn't be able to see you. So I like this setup better. So I tried this. I like this a lot. So what's up, Chris? What's up, Fishhead? How you
Yeah, I
doing?
actually thought you'd bring me in like backstage first.
You know, you know what? You can do that. I think because I went to a screen and it said waiting for guest and I didn't wait for you and I hit it because this is the first time I'm doing this on a vertical.
Right.
Uh, so, but I thought that was funny. That's great stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's real good stuff.
I'll
So,
give a shit. That's tough of you.
yeah, we're good. We're good. Yep. So we're just waiting for some people to come in. We got 7 people in here right now. Um, what are we were gonna do? We're gonna definitely announce the deadline for the videos, and then you can explain a little bit what you want them to do for you, what you're gonna do for the highlights. You know how you're gonna do for the highlights because I got some people texting me, "Hey, I have an 11-minute video. Do you want me to shorten it up for the highlights?" And I said, "No, John will be pulling the highlights from it, and then I'll put the description in the video. That way, you go and watch the whole video. You know what I
Right.
mean? That way,
Yeah.
it gives the people, it gives them credit for people watch time and all that stuff.
Right.
You
Yeah, I'll
know,
just,
so
I mean, if we get enough videos, if, people got to start sending them in or we don't have to worry about it.
yeah, the only one I got right now is James from Crankin' and Yankin' and Bogley.
Right.
Chris from Bogley's keeping it real. I know Fishing Girl's working on it, and I told her to tag both of us. Hey H&S, what's up, buddy? Hey Mom, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Bernie. Hey, H&S.
So we Fishing Girl's here right now. So yeah, so she was working on the end. She's doing some final touches on it, so she's gonna get it in. But we don't have a lot of videos. We have 10 total, and we have 2 entered. And I know Fishing Girl's gonna enter, and I know Fishhead's working on it. I know he was throwing that chatterbait around and couldn't catch nothing on it, but that's a good bait, man. You should be catching on that for
You
sure.
should be catching,
hmm
but that's
Yeah,
part of the challenge is catching the fish on it.
my mom said you look so educated with those glasses on.
I see that, Bernie. I am educated. I got a 12-year high school education and
So yeah,
38 years, 40 years school of hard knocks. So I've been through it.
I hear you. I hear. So let's
Yeah, it
talk a
does
little
look
bit.
good though. See, my computer screen usually keeps them blue,
Yeah,
but the phone doesn't. So.
we got some hearts on there coming up, John. You
But
see the hearts?
before you get started, while we're
Yeah.
waiting on people,
Yep.
Teddy, we wrecked the fish today, son.
I heard. I heard.
Like,
That's a good. That's a good change because this week up there when I was off for the 4th of July, it was tough fishing this week.
like I told you, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for a cell phone tower at Donkeyland
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be decent because
because
I won't be fishing against you. I won't want to fish against you at Donkey Land.
we fished 7 a.m. to 12 and
Hey, Travels.
caught 19, and I think 12 of them were over 4 pounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know,
About 3 bags.
For Shane
Yeah.
Flint, we wanted to get fish between like 17 and 20. For the
Yep.
first three.
Yeah.
Dude, we struggled to get those fish today.
Yeah, it's crazy. I
Everything was 20. Lindy caught a 6 pounder that was 22 inches.
I would that would be my last fish right there. That would be because I got two. I got a 17 and 18. I had a 17 and a half on a back burner, but I was debating 17 and a half, 18 and a half, and 19 and a half, and then going into the second round would be a 20 and a half and a 21 and a half. And I was pushing it up there to be a 21 and a half. It's doable to catch a 21, so I went with 17, 18, and 19. I don't have a 19 yet, but I got to still get a 19 and then I'll make it to that second round because you got to have all 3 fish to make it to the second round, correct?
Right, right.
Yeah. So just getting to that second round is kind of tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right now I got stored up. I got a 17, a 18, a 19, and a 20. So I'll
Okay.
decide, as of right now, whether I'm going 18, 19, 20 or 17, 18, 19. But dude, we're
Yeah.
catching the hell out of 22 inchers. So if I go 20,
Yeah.
that only leaves me at 21, 22. So,
Yeah. That's a good problem to have though.
but I think Lindia has the exact same lake. So,
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I like you. Hey, crossover. What's up, Travels? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
but,
Miles Presley. What's up, Miles? Thank you for coming in. That's a new one.
but we didn't record for a video today, but I made like freaking 5 or 6, maybe more shorts with fish,
Yeah.
filmed for a short, vertical up and down.
Yeah, I call that social media day when you do have a day like that. When you're not filming and you got all kinds of pictures and shorts for posting, that's what I call
Right.
a social media day.
Well, I put out 2 shorts today. I'll probably put, I got Bob from Wisconsin coming Friday. So,
Yep,
I won't have any videos. I take him Friday. He goes with Billy peacock fishing, slow flow.
yep.
He goes with Billy Saturday, and then I take him back Sunday.
Okay. Have you heard from SoFlo? I haven't heard from him lately. I haven't seen him in any videos or nothing.
Yeah, he called me a couple weeks ago asking for Bob's phone number again. So
Okay. What's up, Potomac River? Thanks for coming in.
it's pretty cool. They just opened up a new building up here close to home. Sells campers and trailers and stuff, but it's called
Got it.
SoFlo something.
Oh
And every
yeah.
time I go by, I think of Billy.
Oh yeah. He's got to get his shirts up there or something.
Oh, they'll have nicer shirts than Billy. This looks like a really nice company. Billy
Oh
will need to get
really?
him. Billy will need to get a few shirts from them probably. I mean, it looks nice.
So yeah, John, let's talk a little bit about last week's fishing. I know you guys had a tough week. I had a tough week. I mean, what do you think the cause of that was? I think I know for up my way, but I want to hear your thoughts on why the fishing was so tough last week.
I think because of the heat we had, the storms, and the lunar feeding pattern had them feeding anyway in the darkness, like 2, 3 in the morning. I think our fish have been feeding, from sundown, 10 o'clock till daylight, and then they just lay up.
Yeah, and that's what I think too, John. My buddy Bob, I don't know if you've heard me say fish with kiss. He's a trout guide and he's a real big musky fisherman. He's going to be in one of my videos coming out. Him and his brother Brandon were up there at the lake fishing this week, and they fished the major windows, and it was like 7 to 9 in the evening. Then it was like 3 to 6, 3 to 5 in the morning,
Right,
and they went up to New York, and they did really well on that. So that tells me those fish were feeding all night when we were going out, those fish were going to bed. They were full. They
right,
were full. They fed already, and they were heading back to cover. You get some little ones, but all the ones that I was getting were the dinks, as you know. And the only good night I had was the night before the storm. There was a thunderstorm rolling in. It was Friday night into Saturday because Saturday I was with you guys in the morning. So Friday night I banged them. I caught 2 4-pounders, a couple 3-pounders, and some 2-pounders. So I thought I was like golden for Saturday morning, and then boom, nothing. Saturday morning they shut off again from that
And the
storm.
crazier part, we went to Donkeyland today, which it was cloudy this morning, partly cloudy this morning. But dude, we caught fish from 7 a.m. till lunchtime. They shut off at 12. And I
Yeah,
mean, I'm talking 5-pounders, it was crazy. And they
that's
weren't turned
crazy.
on. You've seen days at Donkeyland in 4 or 5 hours, we'd have 30 fish.
Yep, yep,
But the fish that were biting were just, I mean, big ones, freaking drag pullers. Dude, I hooked this one fish and it was just, as soon as I pulled, it was, and
yeah, yeah.
I just had to let it go and then get back in. I mean, it
That's a
was
great.
one of
That's a
them.
great feeling.
It was one of those great days today.
That's awesome. So hunting and stuff says Shane Flynn tournament is by length. It is by length,
Yes,
but then the tiebreaker is the weight.
right.
But it
And
go ahead.
the weight of your big fish.
Yeah, and it's a tough one though, H&S, because you have to enter 3 fish, and each fish increasingly has to be 1 inch bigger than the last fish. So you got to watch. You got to like strategize a little bit on your lake. Like me, my 21 is the maximum. Like that's a good fish for up there. So I put it 17, 18. I put 2 fish in for that amount. Now I got to catch a 19-inch fish to move on to the second round. But I don't think you can enter second round fish until the date of the second round.
Right, right. Because
So
your
like
number
if
will
I
change. You
Yes,
don't have the same number on the last two fish.
gotcha. So your
Because
code changes.
if I'd have had the same number, that that 7 8 I
Yeah,
caught the other day would have had that number on it.
yeah. Shane really H&S. Shane really throws some good tournaments. They're free, and you can win up to I think you can win up to $250
Yeah,
for
some of yeah.
for Omnia Fishing or something. So it's a
Right,
great
right.
tournament to get into, for
Oh, we've
sure.
won. Me and Lindy have won or placed in a bunch, and it's fun. But like you were saying, your first three fish you turn them in have to be an inch apart. So then you get into round two. So your fourth fish has to be an inch bigger than your third fish was.
Yeah,
So like you said, now I want to go out when it starts second round. I want to catch my giant first.
yeah. I got to get to the second round.
Right. And then you can backstroke, if you get
Yes.
that big one. But see, on the first three, you can't do that. You can't catch your big one first.
No, and then you can catch. Say you like me. Say I catch a. Say I have a 17, 18, and 19, and then I catch a 23. Then all I have to do is catch a 20, and then I can enter a 23 after the 20. It could be bigger than an
Right.
inch, but it can't be less than an inch. So
Right.
yeah, I would. That is a good strategy. I never even thought of that. You
But see,
catch a
you got to
monster.
but you got to be careful because you only got 2 inches to play with.
Yes.
If you catch the 23 and you got a 20, you still got to be an inch under that 23.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, every fish got to be an inch apart. If your fourth
Uh,
one if your fourth one is an inch and 3/4 bigger, then
yeah.
your
Then
next
you
one
need an
has
inch and 3/4
yeah,
bigger
it
fish
moves
mouth.
on. Yeah.
I got you. I got you. So yeah,
So
that's
if you caught a 23 and had a 20, you would have to catch a 21 something. You would have 1 inch
ah,
to play with.
okay. So yeah, that's not good for me then.
See, that's how I
Fish.
got hammered last year. I went big with my first three,
Yeah.
and then I got, I had another bet. I just couldn't get it all. I couldn't get it lined up.
I wonder if somebody would ever could win with the first three fish just being monsters and not going to the second round, but still win it. Can they do? Did they do that or not?
Yeah, but you'd have to have, you know, you'd have
You'd
to
have to
have
have
six.
24s.
You'd have to have 30 inch, three 30 inch fish
Yeah, because one fish at that second round would eliminate. Yeah, you'd have to have some like 25-inch fish or something,
at
maybe even
least, because
bigger.
you'd have
Yeah.
25. You'd have 75 inches, and like me, I'm gonna have what 55, but then I'm going to turn in 40 more. I'm going to have 90 some,
Yeah.
inches. So.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
But let's
So Fish had
hang on a
said he's
second,
blaming.
Ted.
All
Hang on
right,
a
go
second,
ahead.
Ted. Daniel Berry, welcome. We miss them. And Fishing Girl, that's right. You do live in Florida. What part of Florida is she in, Ted? Do you remember?
I'm gonna say Tallahassee. I can't remember. Fishing girl. Her name's Kathy, by the way, with the C. Kathy, where are you from again? What part of Florida? There's Lindia. Thank you for coming in.
There is
She said
Lindia.
you can last two,
That's
but not
right.
the first.
Yeah, you could turn in your last two and then catch a bigger one and cull them in and out.
But it still has to be that 1 inch bigger, right?
Still has to be 1 inch
Yeah.
bigger no matter what you do.
Palm Coast. She's from the Palm Coast.
Yeah, she's up around above headwaters, around Three Forks. I think that's the Palm Coast area above Vero Beach. Fish
Fish
Head's
heads
in
in
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Yeah,
Fishing girl St. Augustine.
south of St. Augustine. It's still up no way up north from us, but
Yeah, yeah. And we got Living for Jesus in here. We got Dave from Gotta Love Thailand. Thank you guys for coming in. And Fishhead said he's blaming the heat for here. That was up for a while, so that's when we were talking about the fishing so bad. Yeah, the heat was bad too. It's very dry. We did have a little wind though, but where we had wind, that's where we were catching the dinks from. But a lot of them went up under the wood. They were scared. I think they were feeding at night, just like John said, and then the daytime it was just tough to get a bite for sure. We are in Tallahassee, St. Augustine, Captain Lindy, hay hunting and stuff. Okay, yeah. So we got
but
about 10 people in here right now.
but back to what Fish Head was saying earlier. He said something about they only caught three fish. Well, you
Yes.
didn't have to catch a single fish. You just got to be a little more clever with your video.
Yeah, if you don't catch one, you can do something kind of crazy. I think Kathy lost her bait. Uh, and if she wanted to continue, I said you can buy the bait again if you wanted, or you can do something totally different. Like John was mentioning that in a few videos before. That hey, if you lost your bait, you can come up with something even creative, and that could even get you the win on it as well. You know what I mean for what you do if you lost the bait.
And you could always go the way, Cranking and Yanking went and just make fun of me and Ted. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that's what he did too. He ain't winning nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
But yeah, I know Chris. From what we're seeing, Chris's video is nice. James's is not was cool. So we got a couple good videos in there so far. I'm really glad the challenge is based on video and not what fish you catch. I thought for sure she was going to catch something like a bluefish or those pompanos. She always catches them from surf fishing from the beach, which
Right.
is really cool because I would love to catch. I've caught blues from the beach before, but she's catching like pompano and stuff like that. Um,
If you
Fish
could
Head
catch,
said he's catching a shark.
I bet if you caught a school of jacks running or something, you could get them with the chatterbait.
Yeah, something like that. But chatterbait's a good all around bait. It was a good bait
Yeah,
to pick,
that's a good
and
bait.
I did. And that color that we picked was a color that's an all around good color. That's why we picked it. You know what I mean? For being an all around good color, any fish will bite that. And then I went with the 1/4 ounce. I could have went with like a 3/4 ounce, a 1 ounce, but that's a big chatterbait. So I went with the 1/4 ounce. That way you can catch just about anything on it. You know what I mean?
Right. And I hope
So
everybody at least tries with the video. I hope we don't
yeah,
get just scammed out of a damn chatterbait.
yeah. And Kathy, you're in here. So like John was saying too, I know you were asking about your 13-minute video. Keep it as long as you want it. John's going to pull highlights from it, but we're going to put your description of the video. We're going to put your link of the video in our description of the boating video, so people go watch it. So you get credit for your watch time when people watch your video.
And we're gonna say that's just an idea, Ted. The way the videos are coming in now, if we
Yeah,
don't get but 4 or 5 and they're like they are, we can just skim through them through the live.
yeah,
But
we can do that too.
if we get all these big ones and have to make a shorter reel, we will. I mean, we'll just kind of see how it ends up at the end.
Yep, we'll just see who puts
Thank
in
you, Hunting
stuff.
and Stuff.
I didn't see that one. Thank you. Yeah, so but yeah, the fishing was tough. We had fun. We did the off the hook challenge with Lindia. That was awesome. I mean, that was just an awesome day on the water with you
For
guys.
crappie fishing, sucky fishing.
It was sucky fishing, but I thought it was interesting for the people. We both had a hard time
Yeah.
catching anything. We caught a few dinks. Lindia lost a couple. I lost a couple, but it was really close and it was fun. And that was just to show you guys what the potential we have of doing that. So if you guys are interested in doing an off the hook challenge, or if you guys want to go against Lindia and John, feel free to get that up there because I think that it's the possibilities are endless with that. What we can do stipulations, we can do top water only, you can do live bait fishing, you can do jig fishing, jerk bait. I mean, there's so much stuff we can do with that and have fun with it. I think that's a really good deal. And then John, I'm also excited. Hey, what's up, Blake? Thanks for coming in. When is it due? We didn't announce it yet. We're announcing it here tonight. So you got to stay tuned, or you got to rewatch the video, the live, to find out when it's going to be the deadline. But John, explain them a little bit about the catfishing thing that we want to do. We're trying to merge a little bit with the catfish community because there's some great people in the catfish community. I know we always hear that bass are bait and all this stuff, but it's going to be fun when we merge with two stands and we get something going with them. So, do you want to explain a little bit why we're
Uh,
doing it?
just the factor that we've kind of, there's a bunch of good people in that community, same as here. We're going to kind of do some challenges. We're still working them out, but like we may challenge a catfisherman to catch a bass, and we have to go catch a catfish.
Yeah,
Or I may challenge them to a numbers, or I'll challenge them to weight in a little 3 hour tournament as long as they
yeah,
don't drag if they drag a 60 pounder in, it's
yeah.
all over.
But that's the fun of it too, though. If they
Right,
could
right,
drag something like
right.
that in, so it's kind of cool.
But then again, me and Lindy get on some fish. We could put 50 pounds of bass in the boat in short time. So
Yeah, Fish had said he fished with two stands a couple
yeah, I think
times.
he came up on stand day, I believe,
Okay, okay,
is what he's talking about. Yeah,
yeah, and
Stan does a great stand day, and it's really cool. They'll get like 6, 7 fishermen. And Ted, we could do that with a bunch of bass fishermen. Get a big
yeah,
live with, get 6 or 7 on there and just make it a big challenge and talking
yeah.
crap, big fun session.
Yeah, that I mean, there's possibility, and that's another thing that I wanted to say was, we all can't go. I'm fortunate enough every year I go down with John. It might not be the best time for bass fishing, but we have fun when we go down there. So I'm fortunate enough to fish with John every year, and he's nice enough to take us out with the family or just me bass fishing. But we don't all get a chance to go with you guys and fish. So the next best thing is that live fishing. Like you're on the boat, we're on the boat with each other, and we're having fun, and that's a good way to get out and get to know people and talk smack if you want to talk some smack and have fun fishing. That's what it's all about, is just getting to know people and being able to fish with each other. And that's the next best thing besides actually being on the boat with you, is doing a live stream.
Yeah. And to be honest, dude, the catfishing community, them guys take care of each other.
Yes,
You get a couple of them as your buddies, your subscriber count will go up. They'll watch you. I mean, they're good folks.
yeah,
They're really a tighter community, I think, than bass fishing.
yeah. They are tight. They are tight
Seems
for
like
sure.
bass fishing's got a little more attitudes in it. You get a couple guys with a $80,000 boat and done caught a couple fish. They get a little.
Oh yeah, yeah. They get a little bit uptight. Yeah, I understand the cat. I've noticed that with the catfishing community, because like I'll go into a live and I'm welcome in their lives, and they know I
Right.
bass fish and stuff, and they say my name, and two stands will say, hey, you have a great channel, go sub to them. Like they're really cool with that. Now, if you are that arrogant bass fisherman, of course, because I probably wouldn't like you either if you're an arrogant bass fisherman. So you know what I mean. So it's all about how they accept you and
I
stuff
don't
like
know,
that.
Teddy. I've been into a lot of catfishing lives and a lot of bass fishing lives, and I have
Yeah,
never been in a bass fishing live and somebody go, I'd never take any advice from a catfisherman or just. But now you go to catfishing live, and there's some catfishing dudes will just sit there and bash bass all night. I just laugh
yeah,
at them and go on. I mean, whatever.
yeah, yeah. Some of them, I guess, but all in all, hey Petersons, what's up? All in all, the catfish community is a good community, and I think we can do something like, we were talking about names like Bass Cat or Cat Bassin or whatever.
Right,
Like we're combined in the two, and it'll be fun. And I like that idea too. We can even do like what I was thinking of is like, and I'm just trying to give the people here just some ideas that we're talking about, is like we're gonna try to do maybe even some team things where like, a cat fisherman and a bass fisherman against
right.
another cat fisherman and a bass, or
Figure out a
two
way
bass
there.
fishermen. Yeah,
Yeah,
that way you have, it's even that way, or you have two bass fishermen against two cat fishermen. That would be cool too, and then go by weight and stuff like that.
you're
It,
right. You
it
can
would
figure
be
out
awesome.
some way.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Fishing
look,
girl.
senior wanting to get in on the catfishing challenge.
Yeah, I would like to do that challenge. Catfish get very large. Yeah, no, unfortunately, John, up my way, we have them yellow bullhead. I looked them up, and they're like the maximum length is like 14 inches, and they can be up to 3 pounds. I was like,
Right.
that ain't nothing for like that ain't
I don't think we have any big ones, but if you've watched us go crappie fishing and all,
yeah,
yeah, we'll take the pontoon out there and I'll get a couple dozen little crappie minnows and we'll just start giving a heck. I can at least catch some catfish, I believe.
yeah. And I think I could put inches in the boat. I put inches in with the bullhead. Get
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 bullhead. You're up about 50, 60 inches or
But
something like that.
but see, we should we'll make it something where we get like triple points for our cat. I mean, they do it really fun.
Yeah,
Stan,
yeah.
oh, two Stan, anybody who doesn't have two Stan, he would come up with something pretty clever.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Fishing girl said sail cats are really good eating, taste like sharks, and fight like them too.
Yeah, I hate catching them things when we're red fishing.
Really?
I mean, they're just awful. I'm not a big fan of freshwater catfish having to get them off a hook.
Yeah,
So them
yeah,
saltwater ones, I really don't want to mess with.
yeah. It's the hard heads I always throw back. It's the hard heads I always throw back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not real familiar with the catfish in saltwater at all. Oh man, you have to try them. Yeah, I would like to try it for sure. So, all right, John. Well, I guess we'll announce the date now. Uh, we have some people in here. I don't know how many more people are going to come in. If anybody missed it, then they just got to come in and watch it later.
Right.
And I'll probably announce it on the maybe later on to Matt. Maybe I'll let this go for a day or two, and then I will announce the date on the community tab in case
That
anybody missed it or whatever.
I'll share it once you do that too.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll let this run for a day or two. So
And
the
today's
date
what? Tuesday the 9th, right?
today is the 9th, so we're going to give them till the 19th.
10 more days.
July 19th. That's 10 more days. Anybody that was working on a video that was nervous about not catching a fish or don't know, hurry up and want to do something, we're going to give you 10 more days to do your video, and that should be plenty of time to put something together. So, hey, what's up, Weed Hopper? Thank you for coming in.
That's like Wego. He put out that little short. showing
Yeah,
him catching that big old bass with that chatterbait, but he needs to get his video together. Welcome
yeah,
in,
for
Weed
sure.
Hopper.
Yep, for sure. I mean, that's cool and all, to get it out there, but definitely we got to have a video, not a short. A short doesn't count. A short helps with getting the promotional and getting it out there, but we want to get a video made so we can have it live and get everybody here watching the videos and things like that. So yeah, the video July 19th. You want to? I never really put a time on it. I mean, like midnight, and then people are going to put it in like 11:59. So it's just going to be Friday. It's a Friday, July 19th. It has to
Till
be in by
midnight. I
Friday.
mean,
Yeah,
it's
till
not
midnight.
Friday anymore at midnight, so
Yeah,
it's.
yep. So you have till midnight on Friday, July 19th, guys, and that should be plenty of time from what we've already had and the 2 more weeks basically, and you're in. And then after all of them are in, make sure you're tagging Off the Hook Outdoors and you're tagging Small Water Charters with your video. We'll be alerted of it. I usually save it to my notes. I'll save the link to my notes and have them all down. We only have 2 entered right now. We have Cranking and Yanking and Bogley's Keeping It Real. That's
And
the
they're
only 2.
both great, and they are both great videos.
They are good videos. So
But
we have
hang
2
on
of them.
that, Ted. But a good example, Bogley caught the hell out of fish and made a good video. James didn't catch as many, but made a great video.
Yeah, so that just tells you right there that you don't have
Yeah.
to catch them. I have lots of shorts of nice smallies. I need to do some actual videos. Yeah, you should do some, Weed Hopper, for sure. I'll be posting mine soon, looking at analytics to post the right daytime. Yeah, no problem, Kathy. That's fine. And like I said, once you do that, just tag us in it in your description. Just put at Small Water Charters and at Off the Hook Outdoors for those that don't know how to tag. I'm sure you all do know how to tag though. And then we'll get the notification that you put it up. We'll save the video. We'll watch it ourselves. We're not voting. I'm not voting on it. We're not going to vote. But then John and I will do a live, and then we will do a. Are you gonna? Do we want to like? Do you want to make the highlight video and we're going to share it on the live? Because we could share a
If
screen on the live and we can
right,
do it that way.
if we need to do that, we will. And Ted, you need to work up with some kind of when it's all over or right towards the end, we need to put up a post where people can vote on one of them. You could put one of
Yeah,
those whatever.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just make a video, a regular normal video with us in it. We'll do a regular video and we'll call that the voting video. We'll do the live and we'll show everybody's highlights and stuff on the live. And
Right.
that live will have the description. In the description, will have all the videos. And then once I do a regular video, it'll be the voting video. And then the description, everything will be in that description where they can use that to go over and vote in the voting video. It'll be called
Well,
voting the
the
voting
voting
video.
the voting video will come out a day or two before the live with the winner. However long we give people to vote,
Okay.
right? Because the
Yeah, and
final
then
live will announce the winner. So like
yes,
5 days or something before that
yeah,
live happens, we'll put out
that's
a
what I
video.
meant.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry if I switched them up, but yeah, the live will be the winning. We're gonna do the winnings live with the highlights in it, but then the voting video will be a couple days before.
Well, we go catch up. Just slide the little bar across. Get your video done. You got till the 19th.
He's behind on the live. Just redo it. Reload it. Reload your live up. Just go out of here and come back in, and you should be all good. But yeah,
But
we'll do that.
But Ted, if he's behind in the live and he just wrote that, he won't hear what you just told him till who knows
Not
when.
yet. No, no, he won't. But yeah, so we're gonna do the voting video first, and then we will wait a couple of days, and then
Right.
we will tell you, hey, in the voting video, we'll say, hey, we're giving you 5 days to vote, and then we're gonna do the live with the winners, and then we'll have the highlights and stuff like that in it.
And how are we going to do like the other votes? Are we going to like pick 5 random people like we talked and just ask them who they think?
That's one thing that I really didn't know how we should do that, or if we should just let everybody vote on the video and be done with it.
Yeah, we could do
You
that.
know,
Make it just on that. Either way.
just on that way the people that are voting will watch the other people's videos and they'll get
Right.
I want the people to get the credit for the watch time. I
Right.
don't care about my channel getting anything for it, but I'm going to have that in there. So I would rather have them watch the full video. Hey,
That'll
Front Porch
work.
Survival. And then they'll vote with that video and then we'll do the live. We'll tally up everything throughout that period, and then when we announce the live, and we'll announce it a day or two the live and say, hey, we're going live with the winners of the one bait challenge, and then we'll do the share screen thing with your highlights in it.
And if you're going to make a video for voting, I'll do the same thing. That way we
Yes,
have two
yes,
videos running, two different videos on both channels will run.
yep. And then what we'll do is say, okay, I'm just saying here, say Fishhead voted for this person, and then in your thing it'll say Fishhead voted for that same person. We'll have that as one vote. You want to
Right,
do it that way?
right,
Okay.
right. If somebody duplicates it, it'll,
Yes, in
yeah.
your video and my video, we'll just knock that as
Because it's
one
not,
vote.
I mean, let's face it, we're not going to get a couple hundred votes. It's going to be
No.
easy to figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be easy, but it'll be on your end too, where you're reaching out to people on your subs for it, and then I'm reaching out to people on mine. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean? Like
yeah, but we'll get
it'll
it all worked
years of
out.
reach.
Like I said, that'll just that way people know the video will come out now. But we got that, Teddy.
Yep, yep, we're good. And then, like I said, you're going to be reaching out to your subs with that video, like maybe some people that I wouldn't reach with mine. So we're going like two different directions with our videos, but for the same purpose. So you're going to get people. You might get some more catfish people than I
Right,
am
right.
voting on that on your end than I would on my end. You know what I
Which
mean?
is
So that's
funny,
good.
right? Which is funny because so many people watch both our channels, but I can come into one of your lives and there's so many people I don't recognize.
Yeah, that's how it works, and that's what's good about doing these lives together and things. Because somebody picks up some other people. Like I've picked up people from your channel that I didn't know, and I'm
Right.
sure you've picked up a few. And that's what's good about doing these lives and with all these people interacting with other people. That way you get to know people. Like like Fishing Girl. I think you guys she probably has you guys now. If you haven't, Kathy, make sure you sub the Small Water Charters. But anybody in here that like hasn't subbed to you would, and anybody in yours sub to mine. So that's how we grow here. You know what I mean?
But very
So
good. I guess we got it hashed out. You got to have your
yep,
videos in by the 19th. Hey, Pearl.
yep. If you want, I don't know if you want, and like people were asking about the music. I would like to be non-copyright music, but
I
it
don't
is
care.
what it is. It is what it is. If you use copyrighted music, I just won't monetize the
Come,
video. That's fine.
I
You know
about
what I
to say,
mean?
come on, Ted. You can miss it on one video. If
Oh
somebody
yeah,
ain't caught a
yeah,
bunch of fish, pick a good song. I
yeah,
know what
yeah,
it's like trying to put out copyrighted music. It still can get tough. So, in my
yeah.
opinion, my vote, you make it whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, and that's what I say too. I don't have to monetize it. It's all. It ain't about you hear that? It ain't about my channel. It's about everybody else. So yeah,
Okay.
I just won't
Oh,
monetize it.
that's
If
fine.
there's copyright music in it, that's fine. I don't care. As long as you guys have fun with it, make it the way you want to make it, and then we'll play it and we'll have fun with it. So no problem there. So that's about it, John. That's all I have. Do you have anything else to add?
Now, Pearl just come in. I'm going to go play with Pearl.
Okay, man. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit, but thank you for coming in tonight, John.
Of course,
Tell
Teddy.
Lindy, tell Lindy I said hello and get out
Everybody
there and
get
catch
your
them.
everybody get your videos in and watch these shorts I'm putting out here in the next 2 or 3 days. All those fish came from today. We nailed it today, man.
Yep, for sure. I can't wait to see them.
All right,
All
Teddy.
right,
I'm up
John.
out of here. Later,
See ya
folks. See you, Bugley.
later. Thank you. Okay, he's off. Now I don't know how to get him off of there. So let's see here. We good? Are we good? Oh, I just switched this around here. Okay, so John is off now. So thank you. I don't know if that's going to end or not. Let me see something. Remove. Okay, there you go. That's what you have to do. You have to remove the guest. So yeah, guys, this is going to be fun. We got yet another 2 weeks. July 19th is going to be the deadline at midnight at Friday. So you have plenty of time. Kathy, if you want to do something, you're fine. And like I said, if you want to add it, but I know you were pretty close to being done. So just sub up to some order charters. Okay. Thanks, Phil. Thank you very much for that. So, but yeah, do whatever you guys want to do. And now you know how much time you have left. So I know you guys were all waiting for that, but I like to keep it a little suspenseful. So, but yeah, July 19th by midnight, have your in. If anybody wants to add anything else, Kathy, you're more than welcome to go buy that same one and do a video with that too. You're allowed to do that, just so you know. We did say that earlier, so I don't know if you heard that or not. So, but you have 2 weeks to do it. I'm sure your video is going to be great anyway, with or without catching fish. But it don't have to be, that don't make or break That don't make or break it if you catch fish or not. So, what's up, Wigo? Thank you for coming in, brother. And if you guys, like I said, July 19th at midnight, that's a Friday at midnight. So, thank you guys for coming in. Share this out so it gets out there for people, because next off the hook one bait challenge, the one bait challenge, I want it to be even bigger. So share this out, tell your friends, tell everybody. If you're on lives or whatever, hey, mention the off the hook one bait challenge. That would be awesome. So, but thank you. Just got home from my, hey, James, thanks for coming in. James, July 19th at midnight. That's a Friday. Is the last day you can come in, but he already entered it, so he don't have to worry. Yeah, I can give you a link. Kathy, I'll email you the link after this live. I will email it to you for sure. Okay, no problem, Kathy. I will email you the link when I'm done with this live here. So that's about it, guys. That's all I have. So does anybody have any questions? I'll give it another couple minutes here if anybody has any questions that I can answer. If not, keep an eye out for some videos tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be uploading a video. It's going to be me fishing with the kids on the 4th of July trip. So there's a lot of videos coming out here real soon. I'm working on those from the week and a half that we had up at the lake. I'm not going to be up at the lake for the next 2 weeks. So there's no, I got enough content for these 2 weeks to fill in. So I'll be doing some product reviews here real soon as well. I'd like to thank my partners and affiliates, FishAngler. Thank you for supporting our channel. Ulatech, Placino. We got Angler Tungsten. Who else do we got going on here? FishAngler. We got my Ulatech. We got Fishoholic. So thank you guys. Cam Park. Redmond Hunting, we got a bunch of those guys. Winsent, thank you guys for all supporting my channel. I appreciate that. I love working with you guys. Another thing too is my St. Croix rod. I wanted to tell you before I leave here. So this past week, I was up at the lake for the 4th of July break, and I was frog fishing. And I caught a fish on the frog, and I set the hook in my reel seat on my St. Croix. Now, this is weird because it's the St. Croix. The reel seat spun around, and my reel was real loose on it. So I had the reel in my hand and the rod in the other. So I was like a puppet with the fish. I didn't land the fish. It got off. It shook the bait. So I was looking at the St. Croix rod, and the threads that get glued to the shaft of the rod come undone. It slid up and down the shaft. So when I tightened the reel seat, it would not tighten. It would just pull that threaded piece up. So one thing great about St. Croix, and this is what I can't stress this the most, is they have one of the best warranties out there. So what I did was I got a hold of them. They said, fill out the warranty sheet. I filled that out. I don't have to cut the rod. I don't have to break the rod. I don't have to send the rod in. They are replacing the rod with the newest version of the Bass X rod, the same rod that I got. They're replacing it with the newer version, like this year's model. I had last year's model. So they're replacing that. So there was no questions asked. They're sending me in. They said, keep the rod. So I may try to glue it with some epoxy myself, and then I have that rod to work with and the brand new rod coming in. So if you guys haven't checked out St. Croix, make sure you go over and check out their rods. Another little hint, a little sneak peek on things is go to St. Croix and look at their retired rods. They have rods in stock that are older, but you can get a great discount on their rods if you go over and check out the retired rods from St. Croix. Get a great rod at a great price, and that warranty is unbelievable with them. So show some support for St. Croix. They're the best rods on earth. So, all right. With that being said, guys, let me end it with thank you for coming in. We appreciate that. Share us out. Share this out so it gets out to people to know what we're doing over here at Off Talk Outdoors. I can't thank you all enough for joining me tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the participants in the challenge. That's awesome. Hopefully next one is even bigger. So like I always say, guys, take a kid fishing or hunting. We're going to preserve our sport and pass it on to future generations, and we will see you.